Well, it's time for another update from Shaw's Garage. What's going on with the Odd Rod team this year, and thought I'd shoot a video today. My driver, being Shaw, is on a tour bus somewhere out playing Rockstar this weekend, so I'm by myself in the shop trying to make some changes. And everybody always says races are won in the shop, and there is a lot of truth to that. You just can't imagine the amount of work that goes into a race program if all you do is just see what happens at the track. So anyway, we got a couple weeks ago, we were at our last Sega race, and we got our butts kicked pretty bad. Just to be quite honest, we were way off the pace, and the field just keeps getting faster. So we decided as a race team that we're probably only going to make 3 more races this year, and we decided we were going to throw a Hail Mary and see if we could make some changes and pick this thing up. Our new motor is still up at One Way Technologies being evaluated, and most likely we won't have that this season. If we did, it would be probably for the last race of the year. So once that's done, that's hopefully going to take us to the next level. But so we decided we would make some changes on our trusty 320 cubic inch Boss motor, and so we've got it disassembled. Lower end of the motor looks good. We did leak down test and checked valve springs and everything before we took it apart, and we did decide we are putting fresh valve springs and retainers in. They were just beginning to show a little softening, so we wanted to go ahead and freshen that up while we were here. So what we decided to do, these are the cylinder heads off the engine, and these are original Ford Boss 302 castings from the early 70s, and as you can see, we have done a bunch of machining on them. And basically what we're doing, I had done a bunch of work to these heads 2 or 3 years ago, and I've already done some, see if I can get a picture here, done some modifications in the intake side, filled the port floors, and done a bunch of cleaning up in the bowls, and it really picked them up. I mean, we did these changes and a couple other things and picked up about 4/10 when that happened. So. But these heads have always been restricted on the exhaust side. That's just kind of a design flaw. Ford made these heads to fit in small engine compartments like Mustangs and Torinos, and they had to start making a turn in the exhaust port to be able to get a manifold to clear the shock towers. And you can see this was the original floor, and that's already quite a bit of a turn. And let me turn that air compressor off so we don't hear that in the process. Got Sadie the dog out here helping today. So anyway, it makes quite a bit of a turn, and it really limits the flow on the exhaust side of these heads. These heads flow really good on the intake. I'm not going to share my numbers, but we had them flow checked after the port work a few years ago, and they were nothing to sneeze at. I won't win any awards as a head porter. I'm just a hack, but they're decent. But they were really lacking on the exhaust side, so we decided we're going to take care of that. So here's what we're doing. This is all the material that's been machined off. You can see that's a big chunk of metal. And then what happens is we add this aluminum plate. It bolts inside the valve cover rail, and then of course your head bolts go through, or head studs, and bolt everything down. And try to get a picture here. You can kind of see what a straight shot that is down to the valve, how much that port is being raised. I mean, you can see where the bottom of the original port was here, and then now it's here, and that's brought that port up, it looks like a good inch or better. And a little light in here. You can see, well, that's worse on camera. How about that? Okay. And you can see you start getting that straight shot. And then when you add the plate, once all the blending is done, that really wakes up the exhaust port flow. So that's what I'm doing today. I just picked these up from a friend of mine who did the machine work. And I'm not sure he's even a friend of mine anymore. He's a dear friend, older gentleman, retired machinist, can make anything. And when I asked him about this, he's like, yeah, we can do that. So we went over and he set one of these up in his Bridgeport, and he called me the next day. Said, I started cutting on your heads a little bit. He said looks like I can cut about 35 thousandths at a pass. 35 thousandths at a pass, that's quite a few passes. I haven't done the math, but that's a lot of passes. So I didn't think anything about it, because all this time I was thinking that he had a Bridgeport with an automatic feeder on the table. Well, he doesn't. He has stood there on both of these heads and turned the wheel to move the table back and forth manually and done all this cutting. So I don't even know if we're still friends. But anyway, he did a great job. Went by this morning, picked him up, did a little, few touch-up cuts just to get everything fitted well, and came home and got the holes done for these two fasteners, and everything just really looks good. So now I've got the tedious task of grinding some of the cast on the heads to remove some material to match up to the plate, and then there's some aluminum on the plates that's got to be removed just to start blending the ports in and getting everything where it looks good. And this should really wake these things up, and hopefully we can find some much needed power. We've made a few other chassis changes, and we got a couple other things that we're going to try that I'm not going to mention. And we've got a race in 4 weeks at London, Kentucky. So hopefully this will all go well, and we'll get this buttoned up and freshened up, and see if we can pick up some speed and get the odd rod back in contention of things for the rest of the season. So anyway, I'm going to stop this video at this point, and I may add a picture of the finished product at the end, and I may just go ahead and post this. I'm not sure, but regardless, I appreciate everybody keeping up with us, and hope to see you out at some of the races.